Ohio, they're treating Ohio completely different than they're treating El Paso, something that happened within 14 hours of each other.
It's a swing state.
Well, I'm not even hearing about Ohio.
You're not hearing about it.
Interestingly enough, that guy was connected. He was a Warren supporter, right?
Bernie, who's a avowed socialist, believed in all that crazy junk.
What a coincidence that we don't hear about all of his political ideologies and his motives behind, what he did.
Yeah. I mean, did you blame Bernie Sanders when the guy shot Steve Scalise and the rest of the baseball team?
Absolutely not.
In Washington, D.C.? So again, I'm not blaming Obama for cops dying. Mm-hmm. I'm not blaming Trump because a moron drove 10 hours to shoot Mexicans. And I'm not, I'm not blaming Elizabeth Warren because some pinhead in Ohio went out and tried to shoot up a nightclub. Mm-hmm. That's just not how this works. You don't blame a huge swath of society for the actions of one criminal. And you don't do that. And that's what people are doing right now on social media. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Personal accountability.
Well, I mean, and again, back to the point of, it's dangerous, the position that the mainstream media has right now, because all that you hear, CNN, wall-to-wall coverage about this racist guy. And just like we said before, it wasn't just the racism. If you're going to report on the manifesto, which I'm not sure that I love. I mean, I appreciate journalism. I'm not sure that we should be elevating these killers. I'm not sure that we should be elevating their manifestos. But if you're going to report on it, report the whole damn thing. Don't just tell us about all of his racist rhetoric and then completely leave out. It's like it's in this teeny tiny little footnote in small font that no one can read. Oh, by the way, he was also an environmental nut job, but we're not going to tell you that part of it. So now we've got all of these people who are saying, well, he was racist and he was xenophobic and he was a white supremacist and he must be a Trump supporter, when that's not really the point that we should all be focusing on. I mean, we should be focusing on the fact that, we probably should have a conversation about why people are so sick in this country and why there's so much hate. Oh, maybe because they're watching CNN and hearing all of these people talk about how divided we are and how we have a president who's an avowed white supremacist. None of it's true.
Ivanka Trump gets on Twitter and is going to condemn it. Mm-hmm. Well, you need to condemn your father. It gets old.
Nothing they say will be good enough.
No.
They told him, and I tweeted about this, the left on Saturday said, Donald Trump better come out and condemn white supremacy or else he is obviously a racist. Well, he did that today. And now their answer is, well, yeah, but he didn't mean it. It wasn't good enough.
It's like playground childishness.
Nothing. You keep moving those goalposts.
It's like hanging out at Steve's house. It's like being around Steve and Tony having a fight. I'm sorry, baby. You don't mean that. Yeah. I hate you anyway.
Hey, we've been fighting for 20 years. We're good at it.
It works. I know. You guys somehow make it work.
It's pretty awesome.
Well, he's just falling into this trap that,
I love what our friend Jesse Kelly said.
Yes.
We talked about this before the show. He said, quit apologizing for white supremacy. If you're not a white supremacist.